Welcome to my channel. This is Kaleidoscope Soul Dreams, and I'm so pleased to have you here with me today. This session is going to be focused on fatigue and helping to ease that and helping you to get through that experience. So I'm actually going to start by inviting you to find a cozy space, and this space might be a bed or a chair or a reading nook, or it might just be a cozy space inside your head. I would, for this session, particularly encourage you to find a physically cozy space if that is available to you. And I'm actually going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to start by taking the Reiki harmony symbol and forming that into a little nest shape for you to sort of curl up in and get cozy in for the duration of this session. So I'm going to start by drawing the harmony symbol. I'm going to just sort of form that into a little nest shape for you. And here you go. I'm going to let you curl up in that and get cozy in that. And I'm going to take a couple sips of my tea and just chat a little bit about why this session. Okay, the tea that I'm drinking today, by the way, is the green ginger tea by Tazo. This is a tea it's in a tea bag. I really love this tea. It is probably my favorite green tea, and also probably my favorite gingery tea. And I really love this one because while it has that lovely green tea taste, and it has that lovely gingery taste, and it really sort of melds those together in a really delicious way, it does also have this really delightful note of pear, and it's just really delicious. And this is definitely a tea that I personally reach for on days where I am feeling a little bit more fatigued and a little bit more like I just need a little bit of a boost. So that is what this is for, and I'm just going to close down my eyes and channel a little bit of the energy of this tea to you. I don't think I've explicitly done that before, but that is when I'm having a tea that has a particular vibe to it, I guess. That is what I'm doing at the beginning of these sessions, is I am sending the vibes of the tea to you. So, and if you have tea that you would like to have, I would definitely invite you to have a cup of tea while you watch this, or also feel free to watch this like if you're falling asleep. That's definitely my favorite way to use Reiki sessions like this. That was so good. So I'm actually just going to set this off to the side and grab our candle so that we can get started with our intention setting. Okay, so this candle is a rosemary jar candle that I made myself. And I have some matches here. I'm not going to try tipping this candle like I did the last time I used it. That did not work out super well for me. Let's see. There we go. Delightful. All right, so I'm just going to adjust slightly. There we go. So I'm just going to hold this candle right here, and you may or may not be able to see the flame very well. And there we go, let's try that. I just invite you to set an intention with me. So I set the intention in the most medicinal ease and balance on behalf of our best and brightest selves, for the highest good of all, to conduct this energetic session, this Reiki session, for you, to help you through this experience of fatigue, to help ease that, and to really just be with you through that experience. And if you have your own particular intention that you would like to send into this candle flame, I invite you to do so now. And I'm just going to set this off to the side and pick up our first tool. And this, I love this stone so much. This is a wonderful chunky piece of Howlite. It's beautiful, it's delightfully hefty, and I just find this piece so soothing. If you have trouble sleeping, you might find it useful to tuck a piece of Howlite inside your pillowcase. Because Howlite is just incredibly relaxing. I have a Howlite ring that I wear on nights where sleep is not coming so easily, or on nights where I know that I might have a more difficult time falling asleep or relaxing into sleep. So for this session, we're going to be using the Howlite to help you relax into receiving the energy that I'm sending your way. And so with you curled up in your little nest of the harmony symbol, the Seiheki symbol, or the symbol whose sacred sound is Seiheki, I am just going to hand you this Howlite piece and invite you to just sort of place it wherever you feel you want to on your body. Excuse me. And place it wherever you feel you would like to, and just sort of curl around it and let it assist you in relaxing into this session. Here you go. Okay. I'll be right back. So, I'm going to do a couple different methods of cleansing today. First one is going to be a little bit of a smoke cleanse with this Sierra Cedar incense, which is grounding, stabilizing, and strengthening. And this is by Triloka. This is probably my favorite incense brand. I love their products. Just going to pull out one of these sticks. Oh, this smells really, really good. Delightful. And I'm going to light this off of our candle. Here we go. I'll just invite you to place a hand on your heart, maybe, and take some deep breaths as I begin to clear your energy field with this incense. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start by clearing out your crown, and then move down to your third eye and your throat, heart center, clearing that out, loosening up any sticky or clinging energy, down to the solar plexus chakra, and then the sacral chakra. And now down to your root chakra, and up and down your sides, starting with your non-dominant side, your receptive side, clearing around you, and on your dominant side, clearing as well. spiraling and moving back and forth around you. I'm just going to set this off to the side and I'm going to grab our other cleansing method. And if you've seen my last few videos, you probably know what this is. If you have not, this is a vintage clothes brush. I got this when my grandfather passed away, and I actually got 2 of these. The other one I haven't used yet for this. And I saw this and immediately thought, what a wonderful, gentle way it would be to clear energy with. What a wonderful, gentle tool it would be to clear energy with. And I think it's probably become my favorite energetic tool for clearing, especially if I use another tool to sort of loosen up any clinging, sticky energy first. So let's just brush and brush and brush away any of that clinging energy, any of that energy that does not belong to you, that does not serve the highest good for you to keep holding on to it. Any energy that is not yours. It's okay. You can let go of it now. Going to get around your sides and down your back. Wow, I'm actually feeling that down my back, down the back of my neck and the back of my upper spine. As I'm clearing this off with you. And just going to gently brush away any clinging energy, any energy that is not yours to hold on to, any energy that we can get rid of for you now. Any energy energy that's not yours. And maybe just do a little wiggle to sort of shake off the last vestiges of any energy that's been clinging on to you that's not yours. So, if you know me, if you know my videos, you know that this is my favorite stone. And this is red Jasper. Red Jasper. I don't think you can see it very well in the light that I have, but this is my favorite stone. I love it for body-based grounding. It's the best stone that I know for pulling me into my body, pulling other people into their own bodies, pulling you into your body. And I find it just incredibly helpful for grounding me. It's just the most grounding stone that I know. And that is sort of the first thing that I want to do, is to pull you back into your body. So I'm going to place this at your feet. Actually, I'm going to place this at your root chakra. And then I'm going to tell you a couple things. So the first thing that I wanted to discuss, I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to grab our spray. I have personally found that it is more helpful to not place judgments on my experiences, at least while I'm having them. It can be useful after the fact to say, well, that was an unpleasant experience and I would rather not experience that again, and what can I do going forward to avoid having that experience in the future. But while I'm going through an experience, I find it more helpful to call something uncomfortable rather than unpleasant, because unpleasant is a judgment and uncomfortable can be a statement of fact. So that's sort of the preface to some other things that I want to get into. I'm just going to start spraying this around you. Smells so good. This is juniper berry and peppermint and vetiver, and it smells so darn good. just going to start sending you some Reiki energy. And talk a little bit about fatigue and being in your body. So, avoiding being in your body generally does not help you feel less fatigued. It can help you feel farther away from the fatigue that you're experiencing if it's a physical fatigue, but it doesn't stop you from feeling fatigued. I've found that it's very helpful to settle back into my body when I'm feeling fatigued, when I'm feeling anything that's uncomfortable. I've spent a lot of time in my life avoiding being in my body. And that has its times and its places and its uses. And also, it doesn't, in my experience, actually help to get past that experience. So when I'm feeling fatigued and I'm like, nope, I'd rather not feel this, and I just sort of hop, skip, and jump out of my body, usually the fatigue lasts longer than it would have if I had just sunk into it, if I had just let myself really feel that fatigue and sort of let sinking into that feeling pull me through. There are a lot of physical experiences like fatigue, like pain, like just exhaustion that are uncomfortable. And so we can want to skip out on those experiences by avoiding being in our bodies. Unfortunately, that doesn't generally help, because when we avoid being in our bodies, it usually just prolongs that experience that's uncomfortable. I'm going to draw the harmony symbol at your root chakra to help you really settle into your body. Take some deep breaths with me now and really try to feel that breath moving all the way down to the tip of the torso, all the way down to the base of the spine. So breathe in. And hold your breath for just a moment. And breathe out. And breathe in and hold and breathe out. Do that 3 more times on your own. And I'm going to keep sending you the energy of this spray. One stone that I would highly encourage you to consider if you have fatigue that is recurrent or chronic or happens often, is Bloodstone. This is a Bloodstone piece. It's a nice, hefty palm or pocket stone piece of Bloodstone. I really like this one. I am also wearing a Bloodstone ring right here. You cannot tell at all in this lighting. However, I have found that Bloodstone is incredible for stretching out my energy reserves. I'm fatigued pretty often, tired, and it's hard for me to get a lot done. If you know about spoon theory, basically my experience with Bloodstone is that Bloodstone helps my spoons to accomplish more. It doesn't give me more spoons, but an activity that might take a couple just takes one. Or an activity that might take a spoon would just need maybe half of one. And that's why I love this stone so much, and why there are particular days where I will wear it when I know that I'm going to need to do more than I can normally accomplish. So I'm just going to charge this stone really quickly with some Reiki energy. And I'm going to place this at your feet for the rest of the session. Because Bloodstone is just so good for stretching those energetic reserves. the last pair of stones that I have is Carnelian. Carnelian is helpful for boosting energy. I'm just going to invite you to hold out your hands, and I'm just going to place these little carnelian stones in your palms so that you can hold on to these. One in your dominant hand, and one in your non-dominant hand, your receptive hand. I'm actually going to spray some of this mist down your back. And down your front as well. And finally, last little thing, not really little, last thing. I'm just going to invoke the power symbol. Send that in to your energy body. To help you return to the world more energized. I'm just going to send you a little bit more Reiki energy. Thank you so much for joining me for this session today. I'm sending you eternal love, and I wish you peace as you move forward on your path.